tell you straight up, there is nothing more heartbreaking than your piece of art pizza just falling off the end of the peel into the oven and kind of turning into some burnt calzone thing, or just not even making it off the peel to begin with. What's up? My name's Jason. You found Golf of America Man. Today, I'm gonna teach you all of my secrets in this comprehensive guide to getting your pizza to launch without fail. First thing we gotta do before we can even think about making a pizza that's not gonna stick is we need to get the mess from our last sloppy A pizza off the stone. I like using a little scraper that kind of looks like a spatula, or a dough blade will work for this, and just really scrape off any high points that you might have on that stone. Don't get it wet or anything. Slide it back in the oven and start your preheat. Go for at least 20 minutes on this, guys. We want 700 plus degrees for this to work. If you're up around 1,000, maybe tame it down a little bit. It doesn't need to be that hot, dude. This is probably one of the most important pointers I'm gonna give you guys. Get some semolina flour, okay? This is what you wanna be sort of tossing out and working your dough with, and this is what you wanna be putting on your pizza peel so that way it doesn't stick. This is your dry release agent. Other things you can use fine cornmeal. I like this, kind of on a New York style. It gives a really kind of interesting texture to the crust. Makes it nice and crispy. It's a little bit more fine, so it's not quite as forgiving as the semolina. If you want to go extra special kid style and get it super easy, go ahead and use the yellow corn grits. They work really good. It is gonna kind of possibly burn to the bottom of the oven. It does give you a good texture on the first few, but it will kind of build up on the oven and you will want to scrape it. But if you are just like ready to throw your oven out, try it a couple times with the corn grits and then work your way into semolina. Or if you can't find semolina and you're ready to make a pizza that doesn't stick, go with the corn grits, guys. Semolina is going to be used for not only releasing the pan off the peel, but we're actually going to mix it with some flour and we're going to put our dough in that before we even start working it. I like a ratio of about 60% flour, 40% semolina. Get it mixed up real good and then go ahead and get your dough ball in there. A dough blade helps with this. These dough balls are prepped and ready to go. They've been on the counter for about 2.5 hours. These are some Wally dough balls. I'm thinking about making a Wally versus Publix pizza oven challenge. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. I am down here in Florida, so I'm limited just to the grocery stores we have down here. But let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. Also, you'll notice once you get your dough ball off the counter, there's gonna be a smooth side, which was the top of the pizza dough, and that rough side that was the bottom. That bottom is now your top. So just put it in there upside down. Don't even worry about trying to slide it off. And before you even start manhandling it, just get it covered in flour. Now you'll see that this dough works out so nicely. It doesn't stick to your hands. You can tug on it a lot better. It doesn't feel like one little rip is just gonna put a hole in it. I mean, if you haven't done the flour in the bowl trick, I know you are patting yourself on the back for finding this video. I am too. Go ahead and give me a like and subscribe so that way we can come back and do it again. All right, stick with me. We're getting close to showtime. Now this is where the type of peel material you have is very important, guys. You want to have 2 peels. If you're a baller like me, you can run it all on some steel, and I'm sure there's some playboys out there that got that. But for the rest of you, you want to use a bamboo peel. This is going to help release your pizza a lot better. The moisture in the dough is just gonna cause some condensation with the steel and it's just gonna stick. It's not gonna slide. It's gonna be like your butt on a metal slide, sweating on a hot summer day. It ain't going nowhere. It's just sitting there and sizzling. So get you a bamboo one. I got a link in the description below to this one right here. I actually just picked it up. It's a new one. Kind of wore my old one out. You can see on the bottom here the black line that typically is the bottom, and I kind of use the same one for the top every time. Now that we got our wood peel on deck, it is time to apply that semolina. You want it nice and light and even. Think one of those shuffleboard tables where you shake the silica powder all over it. You want it super duper even. You don't want heavy parts that are gonna put a whole clump of flour in your oven and make a nice little burnt tater tot of semolina in there. Or you don't want any bald spots where the whole pizza slides except it just gets grabbed by this one little section and it just yanks the thing into a donut shape, right? even Steven, guys. If these are little steps that you're missing, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that I'm providing you some value with this video. I'm trying to figure out what kind of videos to make. The pizza ones seem to slap, and hey, I like making pizza. So give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you guys are still tuning in for these pizza videos. If there's anything else you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments as well. Now we can go ahead and start making our pizza. Like I said, guys, this is a Walmart pie. They even have this whole milk mozzarella cheese right next to the dough. They make it super easy for you. If you're not using whole milk mozzarella cheese, definitely make sure it's something that you're grabbing. Also make sure it's low moisture so you don't get all that water all over your pie. This is key. You gotta have the right cheeses, guys. For the sauce, I'm using Middies. This is probably one of my all-time favorite store-bought sauces. I don't even use the Middies pizza sauce. I use the Middies spaghetti sauce. It's nice and thick and coats well. It's got a real rich flavor, so you don't need a lot. We do about 3 ounces of the sauce, and then about 2.5, 3 ounces of the cheese. Don't overload your pie. Don't go over 8 ounces total toppings on these things. It's not that kind of pizza, guys. You got the wrong oven if that's what you're trying to do. One thing you also want to do is you want to be moving super duper faster in this, okay? Like I would say you may be having 1.5 minutes top, so have all your toppings ready. You don't want the moisture from the pizza to start to transfer down to the peel and make it stick, but that's also why we covered it in all of that 60-40 flour mix in the bowl. Now it's time to get out to the oven. I got my Bighorn propane oven, guys. I love this thing. I've been cooking some steaks in it. Check those videos out. Got a link in the description below if you want to copy one. This thing has been great. It's got a bottom burner, which I turn off right before I put the pizza in. So that's what I did this time. A lot of you guys say that kind of the bottoms burn up in this oven, and I will tell you it's a good preheating tool, maybe every other pizza tool, but I don't run the bottom burner when I'm feeding pies through the Bighorn propane oven. When we go to launch our pie, get that peel all the way in the oven. Like your hand might get a little hot, but we're cooking pizza, guys, all right? You're not gonna be able to get the pizza to launch all the way in the oven if you don't even have the peel all the way in the oven, all right? Before you take your pizza out of the kitchen, guys, clean up any of the semolina that might be on the backside. That way you don't build up semolina in the oven, burning to the bottom, because that's gonna make your pizza stick and get all black. And also, any of those little cheese toppings or sauce bits that are on this leading edge, you wanna get those off, okay? That's like throwing super glue in front of the pizza. Oven door open. Now we're gonna insert all the way and then tilt up, slight shake with about 1 inch back, and your pie should start to slide off. Now at this point, the pie is gonna start to sear to the stone. We can just keep coming back like the table on a flatbed tow truck, dropping that broken Chevy truck off in your yard.
Pizza launch, you never had a chance. Launch pizza launch, you never had a chance. Slide it off smooth, no more dough on the floor, yeah. Make it from the really like a pyro on the low, yeah. Hide it off smooth, no more dough on the floor, yeah. Make it from the really like a pyro on the low, yeah.
Now that your baby's in the oven, don't walk away from it, guys. Keep an eye on it. You're gonna wanna turn it. This oven's gonna cook the pizza in anywhere between 1.5 minutes and 3.5 minutes. And I will tell you, if you're just starting off, take your time or just throw it out. Don't even read the box and says it makes a pizza in 1 minute, or don't, you know, think that my pizza burned, but it was really in there for 5, or it was only in for 1.5 minutes and my cheese didn't melt enough. Guys, it's all gonna be different depending on the conditions. One of the things I like about this oven that you can do is you can lift up the pizza off the stone to stop the bottom from cooking and kind of flame it out in the top of the dome. It's something that, you know, all the pros and the real legit pizza ovens and pizziolas do to kind of finish up that top without frying the bottom. It's something this oven definitely excels at, and one of the tools I use to kind of get an evenly cooked pizza out of it time and time again. That's it, guys. I hope you're yanking out some pizza that looks like this. I hope that you guys are getting value from this video. I hope you're not giving up after your 4th time of making pizzas and they fall apart or taste like crap. Just subscribe, keep watching the videos. Let me know down in the comments what you want to learn, and I will catch you all next time.
Skirt, skirt, we make it skirt, skirt. Skirt, 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 skirt. Skirt, 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 skirt. Skirt, skirt, we make it skirt, skirt. Skirt, 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 skirt. Make it for your toss.